欢迎来到 Savoir Faire 语言中心。
Bienvenidos al Instituto de Idiomas de Savoir Faire.
Je m'appelle Joëlle Petit-Atkins, je suis la directrice de Savoir Faire Language Institute. Bienvenue à Savoir Faire et à bientôt.
Savoir Faire Language Institute in Redondo Beach, California, has been helping people ages 5 to 75 learn a second language and some even a third since 1995. Savoir Faire's innovative immersion technique allows its students to actually begin speaking a second language quickly, often in the very first class.
Our school, our programs are based on communication, on conversation. When a student comes here, often they've been to college, they've been to the neighbor that wants to teach them language because they speak, but they never went through a real professional class where the drills, the role play, the language is built up for them to use it directly. After they leave the class, they can go out and use exactly what they learn in the class. So Savoir Faire offers a platform that allows the students to do that immediately.
Culture and language go hand in hand, and we always do a special for the holidays we have in France, and so we bring that as part of our language lessons. It's important for Savoir Faire to combine the culture because we're preparing our students to go travel in the country that they're going. So we want them to know, okay, what is the Arc de Triomphe and what is the Musée du Louvre and how can you get around and what are the things you must see? What are the places you must stop?
I will teach them like how do you go shopping in China, and when they come back, they're like, oh, I did it. I used what you teach me in China. So I think that's the most fun part for me because they learn and they use in their life.
I've learned so much about the culture, and I've been able to go to Paris. In fact, I'm leaving in about 3 months, and it helped me a lot. I've never had a bad experience. Savoir Faire taught me so much about the culture, how you greet people, how you interact with people. I've gone over there, and after a day or so, I'm much more confident.
People reluctant to learn a second language will be happy to hear the learning process is nothing like what they experienced in high school or maybe college. No big textbooks, no massive memorization, no tests or exams.
I think here at Savoir Faire, it's a very conversational environment that they try to create. So in the past, when I've tried to learn things, it's about memorization, and here they make it really easy for you to talk to your peers and the people that are at similar levels.
The biggest surprise was how much I could pick up through exercises that seemed like just fun or just, something trivial, but in fact ended up being something that often ends up being something very substantial in terms of learning.
The perspective of Savoir Faire is more important. I think their dedication to the material that they have researched and that they put forward is a much more complete way of addressing language acquisition. Whereas in a public high school, you would work out of a workbook, and it would be very monotonous and repetitive in exercises, as opposed to producing language yourself, understanding what you need to say and why you're saying it.
Savoir Faire also features an extremely low teacher-to-student ratio, critical for both the student and instructor.
The classes are very small because to do this, the teachers has to have a very good connection with the students. They have to be able to understand them, to know them, and also to have this one-on-one contact that you cannot have in a big class. So our classes are purposely very small.
We can spend more time on each individual, and we become friends, and we become very connected.